What if Jesus showed up at your work or at home and said, "Follow me"? Would you pack up and go? Well, Jesus said, "Follow me." Good morning and welcome to 755 Live. For about 5 minutes, you'll hear all about easy to remember soundbite versions of what Jesus said. And the point is to help you experience life to the fullest, the Jesus way. Today's Jesus Said in our Bible plan at bible.today.church comes from Matthew 9, verse 9, and Luke 5, 27 and 28. And we'll begin today in Matthew, reading from the NET translation. As Jesus went on from there, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the tax booth. "Follow me," he said to him, and he got up and followed him. Now, unpacking that a little bit, we talked yesterday about this interaction with Matthew or Levi at the tax table, and then ended up at his house. But just imagine that you were at work, like Matthew was, and Jesus showed up. Now, some context here. Jesus had just healed a paralyzed man by telling him to stand up and walk. And he had another miracle to perform here as well, someone paralyzed by sin. And Jesus saw Matthew in his natural habitat as a tax collector, which was not a good thing at that time. And Jesus said, "Follow me." And what it meant was, give up your old life. You see, in this time period, following a rabbi was a big deal. Most didn't even get to finish school. And even for those who did, only a select few would ever be asked to follow a rabbi. But now Jesus never said, follow Paul, or follow Peter, or James, or Calvin, or Martin Luther, or John Wesley, or the guy with the cool sneakers on Instagram. Jesus said, "Follow me." Now, follow actually means follow. I think one of the biggest lies in our culture today is that you can somehow be a Christian without actually doing anything and following Jesus. You see, following Jesus is radical. It takes change. It takes commitment. It takes a willingness to give up everything. And if you want to know if you are really following Jesus, think about this. What on your calendar is non-negotiable? What in your finances is non-negotiable? What in your daily activity is non-negotiable? Who are you committed to? Who are you really following? You see, anyone can believe in Jesus. Even demons believe that he is the Son of God. But it takes faith in action to actually follow him. And what does following look like? Well, doing what Jesus did and said to do. Being his full-time student. The word literally means an apprentice in training. The word disciple means that. Are you following? What if Jesus actually showed up? Would you pack up and follow? Immediately after calling Matthew, Jesus went to his house with sinners and hung out with them. Maybe we need to focus on following Jesus that way, taking Jesus to the people in our circle of influence. So what does follow mean to you? What table do you need to walk away from and just follow? Because truth be told, we're all following something. We're all committed to something. We all have priorities that take our time, our energy, and our thoughts. Who are we really following? What if Jesus showed up? Well, actually, he did, and he does. And when he shows up, he has one question. He says, "Follow me." That's what Jesus said. How can you put that into action today? Thank you so much for listening. If this is meaningful to you, listen, it really does mean a lot when you like it, when you share it, when you comment. Tina, it's good to see you this morning. I really appreciate the support. I hope that you have an amazing day, and I hope this time together has helped you live life to the fullest, the Jesus way. And remember, follow Jesus today. Love first.